Welcome. Today we're exploring Segment Anything, or SAM, a research project from Meta that makes cutting out objects from images as easy as clicking on them. Let's dive in. SAM is a deep learning model that lets you segment any object in an image by clicking on it, drawing a box around it, or automatically finding all objects. Think of it like Photoshop's magic wand, but trained on over 1 billion masks. The codebase mixes Python and WebTech. The core model runs on PyTorch with Torch Vision for image handling. OpenCV and PyCoco tools manage data processing. And here's the neat part. SAM exports to Onyx so it can run in your browser with React and WebAssembly. No server needed after the initial setup. Let's look at the architecture. SAM has 3 main components. First, a vision transformer called the image encoder analyzes your photo and creates a detailed internal representation. Second, the prompt encoder translates your clicks or boxes into embeddings the model understands. Third, the mask decoder combines those 2 streams using a transformer and generates the precise segmentation mask. The predictor API ties it all together and caches the image encoding so you can try multiple prompts without reanalyzing the whole image. Here's the clever part. Caching. Think of it like indexing a book. You spend time once building the index. That's encoding the image. Then any lookup is nearly instant because you're not rereading the whole book. SAM encodes your image once and remembers it, so every click or box you try after that feels instantaneous. Let's trace a typical interaction. You load an image into the predictor. It sends the image through the encoder once, which takes a moment, and caches the result. Now you click somewhere on the image. The predictor immediately decodes a mask using those cached embeddings and returns it in milliseconds. You can click again and again, and every prediction is fast because we're skipping that expensive encoding step. What if you don't want to provide prompts? SAM has an automatic mode. It generates a 32 by 32 grid of points across the image, predicts masks for each point in batches of 64, scores every mask by quality and stability, filters out the weak ones, applies non-maximum suppression to remove overlaps, and gives you back every distinct object. It's like fishing with a net. Cast everywhere, keep the best catches, throw back duplicates. SAM splits itself for web deployment. The heavy image encoder runs server-side. You pre-compute embeddings in Python and export them as NumPy files. Then the lightweight Onyx decoder runs client-side in the browser using WebAssembly. It's like a restaurant that preps everything in a central kitchen but sends a chef to your house to do the quick final cooking. The browser loads those embeddings and responds to your mouse in real time with no server round trip. Let's peek at the repo structure. The core model lives in the Segment Anything package, with separate modules for the encoder, decoder, and prompt handling. The predictor and automatic mask generator wrap those into friendly APIs. There's a scripts folder with command line tools for batch processing and Onyx export. And the demo folder holds the React web app that ties it all together in the browser. Now, a quick note on community health. This repo is archived. The last commit was in September 2024, over 1.5 years ago. There's just one contributor in this snapshot, and no recent activity. That's not necessarily bad. This is a research release from Meta, and the model itself is mature and complete. But if you're planning to contribute or need active support, keep in mind this isn't an actively maintained project anymore. It's more of a reference implementation. So that's Segment Anything, a 3-stage pipeline that lets you segment objects with a click. Caching makes it feel instant. Automatic mode handles whole images. And it runs in your browser thanks to Onyx. It's trained on over 1 billion masks, which means it generalizes to pretty much any image you throw at it. Whether you're labeling training data, building an interactive photo editor, or processing video frames, SAM gives you a powerful, flexible foundation. Thanks for exploring with me.